Welcome, friends. It's Ray. Thank you so much for joining me today. Today's video is part two of the cards I'm making using the Kendra Card Challenge. I will explain more about that in just a bit, but if you did not see part one, I will link to it in the video description below. So here I'm placing some Delicata champagne gold ink onto a palette, adding some water, and have already embossed onto some cardstock my card panel using some Hero Arts palm green cardstock. And so I am just liberally splattering this gold all over my panel, and I'm using my splat box so I don't have much cleanup. And then I'm going to follow that with some sparkle shimmer spray. And I'm doing the same for a red panel that I'm going to use in another card. I'm going to use my heat tool to speed up the drying on my panels. In this video, I'm using the Letters to Santa pattern paper by Cartabella, as well as the ephemera pack, and love this pattern paper. I am using the 6x6 size. This collection came out this year, 2022. So for card number 5, I've decided that one of my red mats that I will be using, I wanted to give it a little I wanted to give it a little sparkle and shine. So I have sprayed it with the sheer shimmer spray and heat drying it. I'm creating this 3-part series as part of Kendra's card challenge. I mentioned that. So let me give you a little more details about that. So here I make an oops. I actually did not space this properly, so I had to take those pieces off, and I flipped it on the back side, sprayed it again, and then came back and placed those 3 pattern paper pieces on it. So be careful there, space those out correctly. More about Kendra's card challenge. You can enter the challenge if you'd like. I will definitely link to her video below in the description bar, because she shows you exactly how to cut the templates, get everything cut, and then you just assemble and design the way you want to do it. You can use any color, any theme, any sentiment. You can use any stamps, any dies, and any embellishments, basically anything you want. And you don't have to follow the sketches exactly. If you want to put your own twist on them, you can do that as well. So here I just used some scrap cardstock on the left and right side of my banner, and to build it up so that I can level out the front of the design. For my green mat, I used Hero Arts palm green cardstock, and I did use Simon Says Stamps Faceted Snowflakes embossing folder to emboss that. I will use double-sided tape for my panel, and whenever I use double-sided tape, I do partially release the release paper and then position my panel exactly where I want it, then remove the rest of that release paper. Here I'm bringing in my Wink of Stella pen to add some glitter and shine to this flower, and some Elizabeth Crafts glitter gold peel-offs. I put one of those in the center of my flower. Lovely. For card number 6, I decided to make a top folding card, which I rarely do. Most of my cards are side folding. But with this piece of red cardstock, I did emboss it with the Simon Says stamp folder and used the debossed side, put it in my splat box, and used some white Picket Fence Distress ink to splatter white spots on it. I wanted a subtle transition with my square centerpiece, so I used some vellum behind it, cut that in a square to leave just a small border. And then I'm taking my main image and placing that at the top of those two pieces. As with part one's video, I will play music throughout throughout the video so that you can see the construction of the cards, and I will pop in from time to time with some things that I think I need to point out. Throughout this video series, I will you'll see that I use liquid adhesive, my craft tacky glue, which I love. I use double-sided tape, which I love, and then I use tape runner. So just depending upon the application, you can certainly get away with using only one of those. Take your pick. But let me know in the comments what your favorite adhesive is when you're working on projects. Card number 7 was designed as a landscape card on the template, but I decided I wanted a portrait style card. So that's what I will be doing for my design. So there's no change to the cut sizes. I'm just turning my cardstock vertical. And for my pattern paper pieces here, I'm just turning them up so that you can see my trees are going in the right direction. So I have to rotate both of those card pieces. Card number 8, I'm bringing in some of the floral pattern paper and some of the snowflake, and then a hint of green. So I'm layering that up on some a green cardstock matting. I'm going to trim off slivers from the edges here just to make my matting even. So with this one, there's a lot of floral going on. Um, but of course, when I was cutting my templates, I wasn't thinking like that. So that's something to keep in mind if you want to mix it up a bit more. Um, you need to think out your pattern paper pieces and cutting and all. And here I am bringing in some ephemera and sentiment and have matted that as well. And then I'm going to mat the entire panel onto my card base, and it leaves a thin border around, white border around this card. So for card number 9, I'm bringing in that panel that I gave some shimmer to earlier in the video, and I'm using Hero Arts cranberry cardstock. Card number 10's design is pretty similar to card number 9's design, except it uses just one strip of paper from the cutouts. I have brought in a pattern paper as my base so that I have more color on this design. I'm bringing in just a 1/8 inch black card stock strip to frame up um, my pattern paper on this design. And we're at card number 11. I hope you're enjoying the series. We'll go ahead and end part 2 here. I hope that you'll join me for part 3 and also give this video a thumbs up and subscribe if you're not already a subscriber. As always, thank you so much for joining me today. Until next time.